Eamonn Holmes' four-word reply as Ruth Langsford defends foul comments about him. Ruth Langsford reacts to viewer saying she was vile to Eamonn. Eamonn Holmes issued a four-word reply after Ruth Langsford was accused of being vile towards him. Former TV power couple Eamonn and Ruth, both 64, announced they had split up after work commitments took them in different directions. The presenters, who share 22-year-old son Jack, are now in the process of getting a divorce. Both esteemed broadcasters, Eamonn and Ruth hosted This Morning together for 15 years, featuring on the show on both Fridays and during the school holidays. In 2021, Ruth hit back at a viewer who called out her behavior towards Eamonn. Addressing the situation on This Morning, Ruth said, "Oh, by the way, the lady who sent me a message yesterday and said you're vile to your husband, it's banter. Just saying." Members of the crew could be heard laughing in the background as Eamonn responded, "That was my mother." The GB News presenter added, "My mum does think you're vile to me." The Loose Women star insisted this wasn't true, as she addressed her mother-in-law through the camera. "She doesn't." "Hello, Mrs. Holmes," Ruth replied. Eamonn and Ruth began dating in 1996, but kept their relationship a secret out of respect for Eamonn's first wife, Gabrielle Holmes, who he split from 2 years prior. The former GMTV presenter, who shares Declan, 35, Rebecca, 33, and Niall, 31, with Gabrielle, went public with his relationship with Ruth 2 years later. As well as This Morning, they ended up hosting a number of TV shows together, including 2014's Gift Wrapped, Channel 5's How the Other Half Lives, 2015 to 17, and dieting series Lose a Stone in 4 Weeks, which hit Channel 4 in 2019. Eamonn and Ruth tied the knot in Elvetham Hall in Hampshire in 2010. Their breakup was announced on Saturday, May 25, bringing their 14-year union to an end. While they are believed to have drifted apart in recent months, a spokesperson for the former couple said they are determined to remain friends and keep things amicable. Eamonn returned to GB News on Tuesday, May 28, as he thanked fans for their support following news of their split. In his brief statement, he said, "Just before we move on, we'd just like to thank people for your support for Ruth and I over the last few days as to the news of our separation. Your support for both of us is very much appreciated."